don't care! I am here to hurt you!
A ball pit.
I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it.
No, I can't do it. 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 I can't do it.
I want to get out of here. Well, I can't do it anymore.
I just want to go home with my grandmother and my daughter, my husband, please. Please, they want me home too. They want me home. They don't want me here.
You won't make it through. You won't make it through. It's too much. It's too much.
I quit.
Oh, it sucks.
No, I want to go home.
I'm leaving MCKAMEY Manor. Thank God. Do not come here.
Please let me out. No one should be here. It's horrible.
I think it's every possible horror movie there is, and you could combine it all in one, and this would be it. It would be the Manor, right there.
Help!
Welcome back. You are listening to Whissel Wednesdays here on KCBQ 1170 AM. As always, joined by Jason Hall with Team Home Loans. And again, our super special guest today, Mr. Russ McKamey, the man, the myth, the legend behind MCKAMEY Manor. So when you got here today, I don't even know if you realize this, but one of the YouTube videos about MCKAMEY Manor, the Scare LA video, has 2+ million views in the last week.
That's crazy to me. That's absolutely insane. I mean, I don't know what happened, but we blew up recently. I've been trying to keep this thing underground and kind of low-key. I guess I failed on that one.
Social media is insane.
Oh my word, man, that's crazy.
So I was going to tell them what MCKAMEY Manor is all about, but I want to let you be the one that tells our listeners, what is MCKAMEY Manor?
It's just your standard boo haunt. No, I'm just kidding. It's a very extreme, interactive, live your own horror movie experience. And I'll tell everybody right now who's listening, and I'm dead serious, do not do it. Don't come here. Don't take the challenge. I'm not just saying that. You really do not want to do this. It takes 4 to 8 hours to get through, and only 2 people go in at a time. That means all of our people are looking just for you, and there's no place to hide, no place to run. And if you think you can really put up with 8 hours of non-stop intensity, I promise you can't. So far, in 2014, nobody, I repeat, nobody has made the entire tour. They have been broken either physically or mentally, and that's the only way you get out of MCKAMEY Manor. There's no quitting. There's no safe word.
Nice.
Trust me, don't come here.
Hey, Russ, how do you pronounce your last name? Just so if there's a few listeners out there listening who don't know what MCKAMEY Manor is, then they might want to YouTube it.
It's MCKAMEY.
So if you haven't watched the videos, when we go to the next break, you need to go on YouTube, look at some of these videos of MCKAMEY Manor. I came across these a while back, and when I first started watching them, I was like, I think I could do this. I think I'm tough enough to do this. And I think with each video I have watched, I have become less and less convinced that I can actually make it through this. I mean,
but what you got to realize that these videos you're watching, those are like 3 years old. So what you're seeing is like a kid's tea party compared to how it is now. So you can watch all day long.
That's enough. I'm done. Can I leave now, Russ?
You think you're prepared, but you cannot prepare for the madness and all the things that happen there. There's no way. So that's fine. You think you can do it, and we want you to think you can, but
no one makes it.
Nobody has made it.
And what's the current tour time? So, like, how long does it take? I know there's a long list, but how long is the actual going through the Manor?
Well, it takes the short tour is about 4.5 hours, and the full tour is 7 to 8 hours.
And no one's even made the short tour?
They've made most of the short tour, but that's because we had to kind of go light on them. I mean, obviously, there's so many cool things back there. This is a really complicated haunt with a lot of eye candy and I'll say it right now, about $500,000 worth of special effects and animatronics and special items that only you'll see at MCKAMEY Manor. And so there's a lot of cool stuff. And we want people to see it, but right now nobody's seeing it, you know, and because they're so stressed out and they're so just, you know,
I thought the reason they don't get to see it is because they're like blindfolded or something, right?
No, you know, they're blindfolded at certain times. So we are the puppet masters. We control everything they see, they hear, they smell. So, you know, they have no control whatsoever when they go in there, and they have to know that. And they all do. I mean, everybody's really aware of what the haunt is and how it works, and they know there's no quitting and no safe words. And but you know, I'm still there at every step of the way to make sure that, first off, I'm filming them and I'm getting those magic moments I'm looking for, so I can make, you know, movies and, you know, future movies. But I'm also there to make sure everybody's okay, and everybody is okay for the most part. I know it's hard to watch.
No one's died.
We've had a heart attack.
Oh man!
But that was like in 2005, and I learned my lesson of, you know, of who should go in and who shouldn't. I screen everybody before
So they
go.
have to get like the doctor's okay letter?
I need everything. Yeah, I do. I mean, I'm telling you, I'm really particular on who goes in. First, because we want the best of the best. We want the real serious, hardcore haunt fans, because we're putting on this massive show for just 2 people. I mean, that's crazy. Think about that. An 8-hour show for 2 people. That's nuts.
Hey Russ, I know you're nuts, all right?
Oh, yeah.
We talked about this last week, and maybe Kyle, that's why it blew up in the last week, is because maybe it was our show.
Yeah,
It was. That's what I heard.
That's how we got Russ too.
That's what I heard, man.
So Russ, I know you said there's 2 people going through the tour, but you got a bunch of actors. We've got one of your actors on the line right now, Spencer Cain. Are you there, buddy?
Hey, what's up, Spence? I'm just hanging out, man. What are you doing?
What's it like working for this crazy guy?
Hey, Spencer, do I yell at you guys all the time? I yell all the time, man. That's it. I'm a yeller, man. But it's all love, though. But I'm a yeller. I mean, I'm a taskmaster. I'm out there. Yeah.
So Russ, do you make these guys go through it before they get an opportunity
Absolutely.
to act in it?
You have to go through the haunt in order to work the haunt. For the most part, there's a couple of exceptions, but for the most part, yeah, you got to go through it. And that's why we get really good actors, because they go through it and they just love it. They're like, oh my gosh, I got to be part of something like this, and you know. And so yeah, we'll test them out, see how they do. But yeah, you got to go through it.
All right. So Spencer and crew, you guys got any words you want to say to the listeners right now? So what's your guys' favorite part, being on the actor side of it? What do you enjoy the most? What do you like to like? See, and she sounds like such a sweet girl, but I'm sure when you're in the house, she's probably the scariest
She's
one of
not
all.
sweet, man. She's mean. Okay, she'll take your head right
I'm
off.
sure that voice doesn't come out, Kyle. The voice she's using us right now is not coming out, I'm sure, in the manor.
Don't be fooled by Mercedes, okay? She'll take you down.
I love it. Mercedes, you got any words for the listeners? You got anything you want to say to everybody who's listening right now?
Wow. I love it. So it's like an NFL game. You guys get excited like an NFL game. You prepared all week. You're all ready. Here comes game time.
It's like getting rained out.
Yeah, and it gets like rained out or snowed out or what?
Yeah.
Fired out like we had years ago.
Yeah.
Wow.
Absolutely. 5 minutes.
You're
Talk
giving
about
them too much credit, man.
yeah.
I know when that Facebook post came up, it said you needed 2 people. It was
Yeah.
tempting.
That was
It was
crazy.
very tempting.
I mean, you know, these folks, like actors, you know, I got the coolest place in the world, the best haunt, best special effects, but without the actors, it's nothing. And these guys rock, and they bring it, and they can bring and scare the biggest, toughest, baddest guys out there. And we do. We challenge these guys. We bring in some mean hombres, and they take them down.
So how many actors do you have working? If somebody's going through a full tour, the full 7.5, 8-hour tour, how many actors are in the house at that time?
We've got about 28 actors.
For one night.
For one night.
Oh
About,
my
about
goodness.
28.
So for those of you that think you can do this, you've heard him say don't do it. If you don't think you can 100% do this, do not waste these guys' time. I mean, they are putting so much time, money, energy, effort into making the most insane haunted house you've ever seen. And you go and you sissy out after 5 minutes, you just ruined it for all these 20-something people.
Yeah,
So.
and just think, I mean, the folks that sissied out, they came all the way from England and on their honeymoon just to go through the haunt, and we couldn't get 5 minutes out. And then we had to bring in some replacements, and then they bombed out after about 15 minutes, and so then we had to figure something else out. So it's just, it's crazy. It's crazy.
I love it. Any parting words for you guys on the phone? You got any parting words for everybody? I love it.
Is it dreams, or is it
nightmares?
Yeah.
Love it.
It depends on who's dreaming. For me, that's my dreams. So.
Got it. Well, thanks so much for calling in, guys. Really appreciate you guys calling in. Hopefully some of the listeners get an opportunity to make it through MCKAMEY Manor and meet you guys, whether they like it or not.
Thanks, guys. I
It's gonna
appreciate
happen.
it.
We're going to head a break. When we get back, we're going to find out what goes into MCKAMEY Manor. How did this come about? And again, who is Russ McKamey? What's behind this twisted mind? Producer Todd, I love the intro music there. That is awesome. My name is Kyle Whissel. You are listening to Whissel Wednesdays here on KCBQ. Joined as always, Jason Hall, Team Home Loans. Our super special guest today, Mr. Russ McKamey, the man, the myth, the legend behind MCKAMEY Manor. So Russ was challenging me, wondering how many people are actually listening to this show. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to give out this number. I want to see how quickly you guys can fill up the lines here. If you've got a question you want to ask Mr. McKamey himself, 888-344-1170. 888-344-1170. Get on the line. When you get on, I want your name, where you're from, and your question. I don't want a story. Name, where you're from, and your question for Russ, all right? So let's light those phone lines up, 888-344-1170. So Russ, when did MCKAMEY Manor start?
I've been doing this forever, you know. So this version of it probably about 14 years, but it didn't matter where I was at. I could be on a ship, 'cause I was in the Navy for 23 years, so I was doing a haunt on the ship in the middle of the Indian Ocean. It didn't matter where I was at. I was doing some form of MCKAMEY Manor. And then when we came out in this area, of course, kept it going. And it just kind of grew and grew and grew, and it had to, you know, get a little more extreme and extreme and extreme as the year goes by, because people want bigger and better, and it's all about pleasing the audience. So it just kind of grew into this this monster that it is now. And it's fun, man. It's so much fun now. Holy cow, is it fun.
So one of the things we were talking about at the break that I think a lot of people don't know, there's not just a house. MCKAMEY Manor is not one single place.
Nope. It's several locations. It's 4 different locations. And the reason why it takes 8 hours to get through it is because we don't know what's going on ourselves. Because the folks that work at these locations, we're also being controlled. The haunt is being streamed live to a certain area, and these folks are talking to us, and they're giving us directions on what area, what zone they want to have the folks go to, what challenges they want to see happen.
This is like
It's
a movie,
crazy.
right?
It's like a
Swear
movie.
I've seen a movie like this. It's like almost like what, Hunger Games or
It's one of those
kind of, right?
movies.
So that's why the actors love it, because they never know what's going on, and that's why they got to be on their A game, because we might go to Zone B or, you know, Zone
Hey,
Charlie.
speaking of the
Delta.
zones, what about
Crazy.
Schwarzenegger? He did that one movie where they went to zones, and of course they had to die in those particular movies, but Schwarzenegger lived in.
Yeah.
But he was in zones. That made me think of that. This is wild, Russ. So do you have any siblings?
I do.
Did you torture kids?
No, man, I'm the nicest guy, man. I'm a wedding singer. How nice is that? You can't be a wedding singer and be a mean guy. And that's what people think. You know, they think I'm crazy, but I'm not. I'm just I'm a 23-year Navy guy. I work for veterans now. I've been doing weddings forever. I'm just an average, normal kind of guy that happens to love.
I'm an average normal guy with a crazy manner that I do. I have
Yeah.
28 people that
So
torture
what inspires you? I mean,
No.
what happened in the Navy that makes you want to just torture people?
But we're not torturing anybody. Our haunt is actually a very PG-13 affair. Now, some things I do, let's get it straight, because a lot of people think that we're like other extreme haunts that use a lot of sexual innuendo and talk
I've heard
and
about
themes.
this place. It's disgusting.
Like, blackout and what have you. We don't do any of that whatsoever. Ours is, there's no cussing. Our actors don't cuss. The audience, they cuss, right? But the actors,
I hear that
nothing.
doesn't work well for them.
No, if you cuss, then the mother's going to get really, really upset. We have no sexual themes. We have no religious themes. So, a kid of 10 could walk through there and go, oh, that's really cool. Of course, we wouldn't let them because of the extreme nature, but it's more like a Indiana Jones movie on steroids. It's just so interactive. You're never still. You're involved every step of the way. And so it's
I'm excited to go watch it. We need to go check this out.
I mean, what? You're not going to get to go through it.
No, you can go through it. You want to go through it?
You got to
We'll get you on
go
in
through
there.
it. You don't get to
You
just
and I,
observe.
I'm not going through
Unless
it.
we go to a secret location.
Yes, I think I want to check out. I think I'll pay to get to a
that
secret
might be
location.
up my alley right
Well, that's
there.
in another state, so jump in
Yeah.
your car then.
All right, so
Not a
let's go
problem.
ahead and take a caller here. Producer Todd, go ahead and give me Rusty from Washington. Rusty, you there? All right, bring it. What's your question for our big Mr. McKay over here? or Miss McKamey.
What's going on, Rusty? How you doing? Hey, buddy. How you doing, man? Well, you know, if you're on a ship, you're pretty constrained. I was on a gator ship called an LHA, so I did a little hunt down in the well deck. So nothing real crazy. It was actually, we had like a dependence cruise, so we had the kids on board as well. It's when they, you know, they could let the kids and family cruise for a weekend or what have you. And so nothing too extreme, not like it is now. But it's just the fact that no matter where I was, I had to do something with haunting. I don't care if I was in a one bedroom apartment, I had to do the haunt. So, you know, but come on down, Rusty, and take a run. I'll get you head of the line, man, just for you, head of the line. Right on, man. Yeah, there's a big list. There's
That's one or two people. Like we said, the video's got almost 4 million views now, but just the last week, 2 million views on one video, dude. You're going big time, Russ.
That's crazy.
Thanks so much for the call, Rusty. We appreciate it, man.
Oh,
And just so you know, Russ, the board operators pulled up all the lines and just brought down KCBQ.
Wow, man. To try to bring this massive show to folks to maybe get them out of the the real world a little bit and give them some really high-end, spectacular entertainment that they're never gonna get or see anyplace else. And that's why I stay away from all the ugly stuff. I want to keep it very, very make-believe in a sense, and give them an adventure, and it really is, that that they can't find. And I want to be that guy, that haunt, that when the kids go see the mom and dad 20 years from now, and they're like, oh, mom, dad, man, there's haunt I went to. I want to be the haunt that the mom or dad says, man, no, son, let me tell you about the haunt that was really scary. If I get that, I'm good to go.
I think you have built up quite a reputation, Russ.
Did I dodge the answer pretty good? Did I dodge it?
Yeah, I think you might have a future in politics.
Yeah,
You
that's
really
what I'm
danced
talking
Who's the
around
next
that
caller
one.
we got here?
Yeah, so next caller. Let's go ahead and bring Natalie from Poway on the line. Natalie, you there?
Hey, Natalie, how you doing?
All right, what's your question for Russ?
Oh, are you the one who left me that crazy letter on my window this morning?
Oh,
You've
wow.
got stalkers, man.
I got stalkers, man. It freaked me out, man. I walked out to my car about 6 in the morning. I'm seeing this letter, thinking, "Oh my God, here it starts now." Because for you folks that don't know, there's a lot of haters out there. They either love us or they hate us, and we get like death threats, like daily. I'm talking serious, crazy death threats.
All right, so which one is Mrs. King here?
Oh no, I think she's okay. So Natalie,
Stalker? Yes.
Oh yeah,
definitely
no, she's a good one. She's a good one. So then I see this little thing on my window, and I'm going, oh my God! I take it in there, we open it up, and it's all bloody and everything. In fact, the blood's still on my hand. Look at it there. See it?
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Natalie, his fingers are still red.
Yep. Thanks a lot,
He's not
Natalie.
lying.
Appreciate it. We got something special for you when you come to the haunt. We got something planned. But so yeah, it was just a fan letter. And how cool is that, right? I got the coolest fans in the world, man. So I really appreciate you taking the time, stalking me out, now knowing where I'm at. Thanks, Natalie. But yeah, man, I appreciate it. That was cool. That was cool. Really cool.
Thanks so much for the call, Natalie. So you're listening to Whissel Wednesdays here, KCBQ 1170. Join in studio, Mr. Russ McKamey. So I got one more question here from Facebook I want to ask you, and this is from Kristen. She wants to know, do you ever fear for your safety while people are going through the haunt?
No, not at all, because it's really well controlled. And again, we screen everybody to the 10th degree, man. I talk to them on, Skype and, in person, on the phone. I want to make sure we got some really good, stable people going through. And they got to be, physically okay and mentally okay. And it really is a family affair, because when you come through and you're only just two folks doing it, it's like you're friends. And so literally, they're not strangers to me. They're my friends who are coming through. And so because of that, and because people know the rules and they know not to fight back, even though sometimes, it's a natural reaction.
You've got somebody far enough in a corner.
Yeah. And you've probably seen some videos of looks like, holy crud, what happened there? That's because they fought back. So the best advice that I can give you is just be calm, go through it, don't fight it, because you're not gonna win.
You did catch that, guys. 28-2. I don't know if that's a fight you want to pick.
Yeah, you're not gonna win, trust me. So just go through it, enjoy it. But yeah, so I've never feared, but except for all the crazy stuff going on. I mean, again, it's nuts. But yeah, so good question, man. I appreciate it. Thanks.
All right, we are going to head to break again. You're listening to Russ McKamey, the man, the myth, the legend behind McKamey Manor. You're listening to Whissel Wednesdays here on KCBQ 1170. We'll be right back. Welcome back. You are listening to Whissel Wednesdays here on KCBQ 1170. I'm your host, Kyle Whissel, broker and owner over at Whissel Realty. Joined in studio, Jason Hall, mortgage lender over at Team Home Loans, and the man of the hour, Mr. Russ McKamey, behind McKamey Manor. This is a fun show, man.
It is fun, man. We should keep going. Let's just keep going. Let's keep doing it.
You know they only give us we got 15 minutes of airtime left, so
That's
we gotta
not
have some
enough,
fun
man.
here.
Let's keep going.
And we are looking for somebody to call. One of you haters out there.
Yeah.
One
And
of you guys.
You know you're out there.
One
I
of
get
you
all
guys
the
is a
emails.
hater that thinks that this isn't right. They're torturing people. They're hurting people. They're doing all kinds of crazy things. We're looking for you. Russ wants to talk to you.
Absolutely. You
So-
know you're there. Come on.
Definitely. So give us a call. Again, it's 888-344-1170. 888-344-1170. We are looking for you, haters. So I want to get on this before we get the haters on the phone. Let's talk about the cause that's behind McKamey Manor. As you mentioned, you put, what, $500,000 into this thing over the years?
Easy. Yeah, so,
So is this your porno okay? Is this your
Yeah, exactly. It's
retirement?
everything that we do goes into the hunt, man. It's insane. So when people say they do things for the love of this or the love of that, we truly are, because we're not making a single penny on this little rascal. And so the price of admission, now, sit down, it's expensive, for an 8-hour tour is 4 cans of dog food or 1 bag of dog food or bag of dog treats that we donate to Operation Greyhound, which is a rescue group for greyhounds. And we have a lot of these little rascally dogs, and they're awesome, man. So if anybody out there wants a great dog, the best greyhounds, the most loving, sweet. They appreciate, being out of that cage, and they don't know what treats are. It's toys, and you get them home, and you got like a brand new baby, man. They are just rocking. So
Yeah, how long has that been your charity?
Yeah, Lindsay from San Diego actually asked that question. So how long, she asked us on Facebook, how long have you been involved with Operation Greyhound? Is this your charity? Or
No,
is this
no,
just
it's
one that you support?
This is one we support.
Okay.
We've been supporting them by getting dogs from them for years and years and years. And so it's only been, I think, a couple years that we went with this one, because before that it was Feed the People and other things, right? So we went from feeding people to feeding the dogs now.
Nice.
So it all works
I love
out.
it. So yeah, we're big supporters of charity here. Like we talked about at the beginning of the show, Jason giving back, doing some things, helping out with kids football. My wife and I, you guys are into greyhounds. We are into pigs. So we are actually in the process of getting a pig rescue up and running up in the Ramona area.
That's cool.
Yeah, we got 5 acres. You could do some cool stuff on
Heck
those 5
yeah.
acres. I'm sure you could come up with some fun things to do.
Give me 5 acres and we're good. Yeah,
Love
absolutely.
it. All right, we got one who's on the line here. Todd, you were screening these, so give me Courtney from Louisiana. Courtney, what is your question? What do you got for Mr. Russ McKamey?
Hey, Courtney, are you a hater? Oh, man, I was looking for a hater, bro. Okay. Oh, yeah. Well, you know what? It's kind of got out of control right now, so I can't really keep track of anything right now. So all you folks, that's a good question. All you folks that try to send me invites and friend requests, we're blocked out because it only takes 1,000 a day, and it fills up like that fast. So I can't keep track of it. Oh, right on, right on. So right now we have like 5 greyhounds and 2 other dogs. And we were up at, we had 11 at one time. So, and they all get along, man. They're just the best, man. You're going to just love them.
All right,
Right
thanks,
on.
Courtney. All right, I love it. My phone line right here says Emily, hater from San Francisco.
Yeah, Emily, bring it on now. Bring it on, girl.
Oh, we lost her.
Oh, Emily!
We lost her. Emily, call us back, 888-344-1170. We are looking for some haters. Russ wants to take you on.
I do.
I don't know if you want to call in right now. I don't know if you want to take Russ on.
Russ is pretty excited, huh, Kyle? You can tell, man.
He,
Yeah.
this guy, you can just tell.
I love
he's
this stuff.
begging for it.
I love
Give
it.
to me.
I love it. Let's because I'm a nice guy. I really am a nice guy. And I want you guys all to know out there that we're not doing anything crazy. It's not satanic. It's nothing. It's just good old-fashioned, clean American fun with a twist to it. And that's why all the people that go through and you see them just wiped out, they become our biggest fans because they just love it and they become part of the McKamey Manor family, each and every one of them. So,
is there a list to get on to be one of your actors? There must be a list to be.
No, but you got to go through it.
got to go through
And
it.
there's only, how many tours a week are you guys doing right now?
Right now, it's only one. It's Saturday. It's a full tour. Starts at 2 o'clock in the afternoon and goes till whenever we want to stop.
Wow.
And you're in there until we want you out.
I love it. So I got another question here from Facebook. Bridget from Chicago wants to know, how do you find your actors? Is it all people who've been through the haunt?
Absolutely. Again, that is a requirement because the only way to really understand how we do it, the scope of what we do, is to sit there and you got to go through it because it is all smoke and mirrors like everything else. It's behind the scenes stuff. Oh,
Emily, San Francisco. Hater,
Emily.
you there? Bring it. What do you
Hey,
got
Emily,
for us?
how you doing, Emily? hey, it's a pleasure to talk to you, Emily.
Just keep it clean.
Exactly. It does look like that. And thank you, because that's a testament to hopefully my filmmaking. Because it's all about how I shoot it and how I edit it. So you're seeing what I want you to see. But believe me on this, these guys, even though they're in shock and it looks like they've just gone through heck, and they have, but they're loving every step of the way, all of it. So
because they want their 5 minutes of fame, right?
Absolutely. And you get lost. These people that come here to get lost in this world for however long it's going to be, and that's what they do. They're here not to like, this is fake, this is stupid. They're here to really get into it. And once you do that, once you let that go, man, you can have a blast of a time, and that's what happens with them. So yeah, and again, I screen everybody, I really do. I make sure that we don't have any mental issues, and you can't just walk up and say, I want to go in. It's a long process just to get here. It's a golden ticket, and not everybody is going to get through the
So it's like getting on Survivor or one of the reality shows right now, right? It's
Yeah,
really
absolutely.
that tough.
It's tough.
It might be tougher, right, Kyle?
Definitely.
Yeah,
So-
it is tougher. I'm very, very, very selective. But I appreciate it. But if you came down, if I showed you behind the scenes, you go, oh, that's not so bad. Oh, okay, I got it now. But if I put you through the haunt, then you'd be experiencing it the way that they do, and hopefully you'd have a good time.
I think that's what her concern was with PTSD. I think she just is worried about some of the maybe servicemen that maybe things come back up or things of that nature.
Yeah, but again, we're not doing anything in an area that's going to hopefully bring back those kinds of those thoughts and feelings. Right. It's very make-believe. It's all
just a big horror movie.
It's a big horror movie. It's just a big play, man. We're just putting on the biggest play.
But no one makes it. So I'm sitting here going, let's see, it's a big play, but no one makes it through. So
that's because their body gives out. So either they give out mentally or their body, and usually it's the body, because you just can't go 8 hours. You got to be in some big-time crazy shape to go 8 hours of the kind of stuff that we're doing. You're just not going to make it for the most part. And that's what happens. People just, they want to go. Like we had this Marine, Russell. He knows who he is, man. He's an awesome dude, man. This guy is hardcore too. And he didn't want to stop, but his body said, we're stopping. I'm going to pass out. Now he's saying, walk up. Don't do it. I'm going to pass out again. But he wanted to go. So he didn't quit, but we had to let him go.
So here's my question for you. This is the one I've been waiting to ask. Who is Mother? And what is Mother's cooking all about?
Mother is the best, man. And now, not everybody sees Mother. Again, depending upon which site you're at. But if you happen to see Mother, I can just tell you, be very polite. Do what she's what she's asking you, and eat all of your food. Because if you don't, it makes Mother really, really upset. Wow. And you do not want to upset Mother. I can tell you that for all you folks, as a special gift, when you come to MCKAMEY Manor, you will have a lovely 30-minute 7-course dinner provided just for you, because we care about you and we want you to have a full stomach one way or another. And so yeah, it's all about you. We love you guys.
I can just see the evil in your eyes as you're saying that.
Well, he loves it. You can just tell.
There's no sarcasm there at all. No.
Here's the cool thing, Russ. I can tell you, since we just met tonight, the one thing is I can see that you have passion. You love what you do. You care about what you do. You've got a great cause. And just from a guy who, just met you, I can tell you got that passion. So congrats, keep it up, man. Keep doing what you're meant to do. And if that, looks like that's the thing.
I appreciate that. We try.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy to watch some of these videos. Again, you like getting the biggest or the baddest in there, the MMA guys. You had some guys with their heads tattooed recently.
Yeah, they were great. Steve and Ryan, man. Steve and Ryan.
Yeah, the video was awesome. And it's crazy. I mean, these guys are just sitting there shaking, quivering. They don't even know their names at one point. And after, they calm down and everything's good, they're in love with you.
Absolutely.
I mean, it's like these people are going through the craziest experience of their life, freaked out, begging to quit, and then at the end of it all, then they're coming back telling you how much they love you after you just, put them through hell.
Yep. In fact, Steve and Ryan, they're going to get a tattoo of MCKAMEY Manor on their body. How cool is that, right?
That's awesome.
That's so sweet, man. So I love them. Yeah, best fans in the world, the best.
Definitely. So if you want to talk to Russ, we got time for one more question. 888-344-1170. 888-344-1170.
Guess I wasn't the right booth for me. I was trying that booth sound. Sorry about that.
We got our hair. So one of the things people have talked about, there's been some rumors going around about the blood in MCKAMEY Manor and some crazy stories about animals and all this wild stuff. I don't think they understand that this is all for a charity.
Right.
What you do to get in here is donate to a charity.
Absolutely.
So can you let's address the rumors about the blood.
So the rumors, it's not real blood for the most part. I cannot say that sometimes there's not blood on the individual because it is a rough haunt. And you need to go, know that going in, and you do. So are there cuts and bruises? Yeah, sometimes. But
sometimes it seems like all the
yeah,
time.
well, I'm trying to be nice about it. So there's a combination of real blood, but the real blood is their blood, and then there's of course the theatrical blood. So yeah, and then they're saying that we're brainwashing people. I mean, there's some crazy stuff out there. It just cracks me up. But yeah, you're safe and sound.
There's the saying, we got haters gonna hate.
Oh my God,
You're
it's
always gonna have
crazy.
haters.
I love it. I love it though. I love it actually.
When you have 4 million views, you'll be there. By the time this show's over, right? We got millions of people listening to KCBQ 1170, right? Everybody listens.
At least
to the station.
tonight, Kyle. Tonight, everybody's listening.
By the time this week's over, by Halloween, you'll probably have 5 million views. When you have that many views, man, there are going to be some haters out there.
Yeah,
it's just an inevitable thing, but take that as a compliment, man.
Absolutely.
What you've put together is just something amazing. It seems like the most insane experience. I would love to do it. I don't know if I can.
You are going to do it. That was the deal we made. I'd come out here if you
I
go
agree.
through the right?
The one guy I know that might have a chance, he's in great shape, he's getting better shape, we're running a marathon in Vegas next month. If anybody can do it that I know, it's Kyle Whissel.
Well, there you go. Okay, so it's a done deal then. So on Halloween, on Halloween, let's see Kyle go through. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm all for it. All right, you got it.
Absolutely.
We'll do it.
All right,
then
you
can
heard it
report
here.
back.
You're listening to Whissel Wednesdays here on KCBQ. My name is Kyle Whissel, broker owner over at Whissel Realty. Joined as always by Jason Hall, Team Home Loans, awesome mortgage broker. And thank you so much, Russ McKamey. We appreciate having you
Awesome
in here.
job, stud.
Like
Guys.
I said, man, you are an awesome guy. Everybody who goes through your haunt comes out saying the same thing. Now that I get to meet you in person, I can attest it's 100% true. This guy's awesome. Might be a little twisted, might be a little crazy, but Russ, you're a good dude and appreciate you coming on the show. Thanks so much for listening to Whissel Wednesdays, KCBQ 1170.